Oh my God. It's like Lahaina is on fire.
Following the devastating wildfires that occurred on the island of Maui in Hawaii on August 8th, several footages have been making their way through various social media platforms. The seemingly unconnected videos have contributed to the rapid increase of conspiracy theory that asserts the wildfires are started by directed energy weapons, having just one goal in mind, which is to rebuild the devastated areas into smart cities for the benefit of the government and the billionaires. Because of this, the water supply was cut off, the electricity wasn't turned off, police blocked off the escape route, authorities had left the island, and on top of all that, they didn't sound the alarms as well as keep the food supplies and medication from being delivered. The government seems to have very carefully planned this catastrophe, considering everything. Maui Wildfire book became a bestseller on Amazon. Although reviewers have criticized the work for having writing that is on par with that of artificial intelligence, a book that claims to narrate the history of the tragic Maui wildfire that occurred earlier this month has become a bestseller on Amazon. The book with the catchy title, Fire and Fury, the story of the 2023 Maui fire and its implications for climate change, is a self-published work claimed by Dr. Miles Stones, whose author biography states, "I'd rather not say." The book has a total of 44 pages. Thus, Amazon in the US ranked it as the most popular item in its environmental science category. But there are presently 21 reviews on Amazon, and they are all rated 1 star. Writing that is excessively repetitious and pretty uninteresting is both indications that the book was maybe not made by a human. The first words of 5 of the 7 phrases in the paragraph that explain the book's substance are "the book," whereas the first words of the other 2 lines are the book's title. And this is not exactly the most innovative way to begin. Another peculiarity is that Amazon indicates that Fire and Fury were released on the 10th of August, even though the work's summary states that it chronicles the events of August 8th through 11th, 2023, when a massive fire swept across the island of Maui. On the website devoted to the excellent doctor's books as an author, there is a list of his other works, including 2 novels that were released in August of this year, one on August 11th and the other on August 14th. And the question is, how does he manage to accomplish everything? David Curtin, a British politician, shared his thoughts on Twitter saying, "There is no way that a book about the Maui fires could have been written, edited, and published on the 10th of August before the end of the period it is talking about, 8th through 11th of August, and all filled with climate change propaganda. This was pre-planned." The disparity in chronology is no laughing matter since it is fueling insane conspiracy theories about who or what ignited the fire. Some people allege that the book proves the catastrophe was planned or predicted. For those who were unaware, the devastating fires that began on August 8th and raged throughout the island of Maui in the Hawaiian Islands resulted in the deaths of at least 110 people and the complete destruction of the town of Lahaina. The concept that the book was released as some sort of creepy omen before the flames could devour houses and businesses has been refuted by Snopes, which checks information for accuracy. The fact that the book's description on Amazon said that the material covered the events of August 8th through 11th, 2023, even though the publishing date of the book was August 10th, may have contributed to the spread of the notion that the book was purportedly able to foretell the tragedy. But it was unclear why the description contained a period that occurred after the book's publishing date. According to one critic's opinion, the title is inaccurate and insensitive, smells of AI, even before the smoke clears, literally. Another individual referred to it as a sloppily put together fake book and said that it was generated by ChatGPT. This individual also stated that nothing of any value is contained within these pages. Conspiracy theories about smart cities. Residents of Maui who have been forced from their homes by wildfires have reported that real estate developers have approached them with offers to purchase their houses. "How dare you do that to our community right now? If you are a victim and they are calling you, please get their business name so we can put them on blast," one woman said. This has caused natives to be concerned about an outsider-led property grab on the island. In a recent interview, the governor of Hawaii, Josh Green, addressed similar concerns and suggested that the state may acquire some property in the old city of Lahaina to preserve it and safeguard it from outside estate developers. Now, some individuals on social media are releasing a condensed version of his words to make the unsubstantiated assertion that his comments reflect a governmental strategy to usher in smart cities. A video posted on Instagram on August 15th had writing that said, "Governor Josh Green wants to turn Lahaina, Maui into state lands. Everything is organized for the smart city." A segment from the local television news station, KHON, aired on the tape dated August 12th and showed Green speaking to reporters in Lahaina. In the videotape, he is heard saying, "I'm already thinking about ways for the state to acquire that land so that we can put it into workforce housing." After that, the Instagram video transitioned to a scene where a guy was chatting in a TikTok video. "Let me get this straight," he said. "The homes were destroyed by the fire, and the majority of the trees are in good shape. The governor is discussing ways in which the site might be purchased and developed into smart housing. Are you telling me that I have it right?" Social media users shared the video in several instances and made statements comparable to smart cities. Meta's efforts to fight fake news and disinformation on its newsfeed resulted in the flagging of this Instagram post as part of its efforts. However, the words made by Green were misrepresented in this video because they were abbreviated and shared out of context. Full remarks made by Green are included in the following KHON report. "I'm already thinking about ways for the state to acquire that land so that we can put it into workforce housing, to put it back into families, or to make it open spaces in perpetuity as a memorial to people who were lost." He also added, "After the suffering is through, we want to look back on this spot and think of it as a place where magic happened, and Lahaina shall rise from the ashes." The tragic event that is now occurring is the loss of life, so over the course of time, the structures can be repaired and the banyan tree could even be saved. Warning sirens in Hawaii. According to the Hawaii Emergency Management Agency, the state of Hawaii has a statewide outdoor warning siren system that can be used to notify residents ahead of natural disasters or events caused, such as tsunamis, hurricanes, dam breaches, flooding, wildfires, volcanic eruptions, terrorist threats, and hazardous material incidents. On the other hand, the alert sirens on the island were not triggered on August 8th. Herman Andaya, the head of the Maui Emergency Management Agency, defended his choice not to activate the sirens when speaking to the press on August 16th. "The public is trained to seek higher ground in the event that the sirens are sounded," said Andaya, adding that the sirens are normally used to warn of oncoming storms or tsunamis. According to what Andaya said, "Had we sounded the sirens that night, we were afraid that people would have gone Mauka, mountainside, and if that had been the case, they would have gone into the fire. Therefore, this is the rationale behind and the protocol that dictates our utilization of wireless emergency alerts and the emergency alert system." Andaya stated that WEAs are text warnings transmitted to mobile phones, while the EAS uses television and radio. However, on the official website of the state government of Hawaii, wildfires is listed as one of the threats for which the siren warning system may be activated. In addition, residents in the region said they had not received any text, television, or radio alerts because the power had been knocked out in the area. Many people have lost their homes, and some have lost their loved ones. The recovery process will be long and difficult, but the people of Maui are resilient and will rebuild.